The next chapter is calling. Are you ready? Welcome back to Boomers and Beyond, the podcast that's redefining what it means to live your best life after 55. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Antionette Blake, better known as the DE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger. And for this new season, we're kicking things into high gear. We're not just talking about what's ahead, we're grabbing it by the hand and exploring it all. Forget those tired checklists. This season, we're bringing you breakthrough insights on vibrant health, mind-expanding travel adventures, and game-changing strategies for a secure financial future. We're cutting through the noise to bring you inspiring stories and expert advice you won't hear just anywhere else. We're diving into deep conversations that matter the most, strengthening relationships, finding a new passions, and proving your best years aren't behind you. They're right here now. So don't miss a single moment of this adventure. Your next great chapter starts right here with me on Boomers and Beyond. Hello, and welcome to the show. This is Boomers and Beyond, a podcast for, by, and about Delaware's vibrant 55-plus community. And I'm your host and the creator of delblogger.com, and I love to explore the topics that matter to us. And today, I want to talk about a date on the calendar that's just around the corner, November 11th. Now, for many, Veterans Day is a great day off, maybe the start of some early holiday shopping and planning. But for our generation, for the boomers and beyond, this day, it just feels a little bit different, doesn't it? It's personal. Many of us are vets, or we know vets. My sister is a vet. My cousin is a vet. My uncles were vets. We may even have spouses of vets and children of vets and, like I said, siblings of vets. We grow up listening to the stories. We're a generation that saw Korea and Vietnam firsthand, and we're probably this generation that have seen our children and grandchildren serve in the conflicts since. Well, my friends, they are the keepers of the stories. And on this Veterans Day, which is right around the corner, I want to motivate all of us to do a little bit more than just say, thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your service. Let's go beyond the parade. Let's find inspirational, educational, and truly meaningful ways to honor the legacy of our heroes. And today, I want to share just 5 meaningful ways that we can do that right here in the state of Delaware. And if you subscribe to my blog, you can read it there as well. So let's get started. Now, first on the list, I have stand in quiet reflection at a national treasure. That's right. Before the speeches and the parades and the crowds, I want to encourage you to just take a quiet morning moment. Take that morning and go visit a memorial. We're so fortunate that we have the Veterans Memorial Park right at the foot of the Delaware Memorial Bridge in Newcastle. And what many don't realize is this is not just a local site. It's one of the only 68 sites in the entire country officially designated by the National Veterans Day Committee as a host for these services. So to stand there, reading the names etched in the granite, it's profound and accessible, and a great way to give thanks. In fact, this is the official site for the Delaware Commission of Veteran Affairs Veterans Day ceremony, which will be held right there on Tuesday, November 11th from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon. Now, my second suggestion is to visit the Kent County Veterans Memorial Park. So, for our listeners in central Delaware, the park in Dover is another beautiful, accessible place designed for solemn reflection. It's a wonderful way to honor those who have served. Now, I want to give you an important update here. On the blog post, I originally recommended the fantastic Air Mobility Command Museum. And since then, I've verified that due to this ongoing government shutdown, the AMC Museum is unfortunately closed. Now, even without the shutdown, their normal hours are Wednesday through Sunday, so they would be closed on Tuesday, Veterans Day anyway. So, for your Veterans Day observance in Kent County, the Kent County Veterans Memorial Park is probably the best and most beautiful option for a quiet and meaningful tribute. Now, for my listeners that are down south, further south, visit the Sussex County Vietnam Veterans Memorial. This powerful memorial is located in Georgetown, and it's another open air site where you can go anytime to pay your respects and reflect on the sacrifices made by our heroes. And just like with the AMC Museum, I have another important correction for this part of the state. I had previously recommended the Fort Miles Museum in Cape Henlopen, but that museum is now on its fall and winter schedule, which means it's only open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So again, since Veterans Day is Tuesday, the Fort Miles Museum and its tours will be closed. But the good news is the surrounding Cape Henlopen State Park will be open. But if you want to see the museum exhibits, you have to plan that for a different day. So again, for specific Veterans Day tributes in Sussex County, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Georgetown is probably a perfect and accessible place for reflection. The fourth one, and the most important one, might be listen to a story and share your own, right? The most motivational act of all costs. No, actually, it costs nothing. No, this week I challenge you, find a veteran. They are in our 55 plus community. They're at our local VFW or American Legion post. They may be even volunteering at these museums, right? So it's important. A simple act of support is powerful, a living tribute. So this November, let's use our unique perspective as boomers and beyond. And let's not just remember, let's engage, let's learn, let's listen. Let's ensure that right here in Delaware, the legacy of our heroes are not just carved in stone, but carried forward in our hearts and in our actions. And so the fifth thing I want you to do is support the future by honoring the past. That's right. Money's tight, shutdowns going on, but people are stepping out and helping. Volunteer, donate to a food bank, to a consignment shop, donate that will help others. Yes, this is a great way to help those and honor our vets this Veterans Day. So that's all the time that I have today for Boomers and Beyond, and I hope this gave you some inspiration. And if you're planning to honor a vet, I'd love to hear your story. Visit my blog, delblogger.com, or leave a comment after this episode. And if you enjoyed the show, subscribe, rate, and review Boomers and Beyond wherever you get your podcast, because it really helps me to get this show to grow. And until the next time, this is the ZE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger, wishing you and yours a beautifully blessed day. Bye-bye. Well, my friends, that's a wrap for today's show. Thank you so much for tuning into Boomers and Beyond. I hope that you've been inspired. And remember, every day is a chance to start a new adventure, and your best years are waiting. But before you go, remember, hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any other exciting episodes. You can find me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, wherever you listen. And leave me a comment. I love hearing your thoughts, and please share this show with your family, your friends, your bae, and your boo too. And if you have a question or a topic that you want me to cover, send an email to ablake48@gmail.com. See ya. It's the ZE Diva, aka the Delaware